It's your boy RC here, do it to life, for life, do it to you. You know what I'm saying? Let's be a little bit more proactive, living life on purpose. The day is Tuesday, day 226. 226 in the books. And today is the one thing. Well, I'm supposed to be doing a one thing recap of yesterday's podcast, but they didn't put they put a small snippet. It was actually just a commercial for the other podcast, Choose Difficult. So that's what it was, and it was about the guy he was talking about, choosing that road of excellence, a road of integrity. When it's difficult or not, it's going for no. That's what he's saying. But you think that's a fear of rejection or failure, press into it. Especially, now keep in mind, it don't hurt, don't violate the other laws of others, hurt anybody, cost you a ton of money. These are foreseen. Hey, I know if I do this and mess up, it's going to cost me a ton of money. Now, you may not be on that level, that's a big no. But if it's a small no, a perceived loss, because sometimes the mind just make up stuff. Oh, yeah, man, you need to be, like, take for example. I had a client the other day, and then another sales consultant had another client. He was working a sister, I'm working a brother, and we was like, hey, look, what should we do? I said, let's just split it, right? Then I was thinking in my mind, okay, well, hey, I may just give him the whole thing since I hadn't heard back from him. Then I go into my email, and she did reply back to me, so I said, we'll split it. So I was bouncing back and forth between giving him the whole thing and backing off the deal, and then not giving him the whole thing. You see what I'm saying? But how it played out, right? So I said, you know what? I got the note there. We'll split it, no problem. That was before I found the note. I was struggling, because I really hadn't done nothing on it. And like I said, I didn't want to try and claim something that wasn't mine, that I hadn't done any work on, just be fair. But when I found the note, I was back on the deal, right? But later on that day, client comes in, talks to another salesperson. I didn't know it was the client because the other salesman didn't communicate that the client may come in, and they didn't ask for me, blah, blah, blah. But I found out, it's, hey, so-and-so got a client down here. I said, well, hey, I'll come down there and work it, if you don't want to work it, because I didn't know who the client was, right? But then I get a call, hey, that's our client. You need to go down there and work it if you're going to be on the deal. Otherwise, you're going to get kicked out. So, of course, I rush down there, right? And then I get down there, and the other salesperson is working the client. So I say, based on where this is looking right here, look like I'm going to be off the deal, right? But I didn't really feel some type of way or anything like that. But it was just reminding me that at first I was struggling about getting off the deal anyway, struggling to get on the deal. And a lot of times what I like to do is, if there's a struggle, I should go in the area where I feel there's a loss. Then I should release that. You see what I'm saying? If I think I'm going to be slighted, like if somebody, we trying to sit in the same seat, I do have a position, but if I feel that I got a strong position, then I should release it and trust that the Lord is my source, right? That the Lord is my provider. That even though it appears in the short term that I'm losing, I still win, right? If it's not juggler, right? Me sitting in one seat versus another seat. I guess if it's arena seats and I pay like $1,000 for it, I can understand something like that. But otherwise, if it's not jugular, then don't even worry about it, you know? Because I'll be strengthened on the inside. And then also, too, and that's going to be the key thing, because you'll put the test to it. If I was ultra rich, would I care where this person sat or where I sat at, right? Would I worry about this seat? Because I ain't got nowhere to be anyway, right? It ain't like I gotta go to work, I gotta rush back home, like I'm in a deadline, gotta make some money. The money being made. How would that affect my decisions? So, I'm gonna be going for Know Today. I already started the day out, which today is One Thing Tuesdays. So I already started the day out on my TikTok. I always put a little 45-second video out on TikTok. Why? Just to do it. Put that little video, and that video is the focusing question. Because the one thing that I can do is to ask myself that question every single day. And that's a good way for me to do it. Is ask myself that question in that form every single day. So I'm starting the day out right. Man, my sister was talking about crushing the first 20% of every day, 20% of every hour, 20% of every month, and 20% of every week, 20% of every year. Crush the first 20 of high leverage activities. I mean, if you're doing low leverage activities, you're not really crushing. So when I go in today, I should be doing the high level activities first, making the tough calls first, perceived tough calls first, versus bookkeeping and stuff like that. I can do that later in the day, requires no thinking, right? But anyway, like I said, he was saying choose difficult was one of the things, and he was talking about going back into the podcast, subscribing and stuff like that. But also we talked about, relationships, because my sister sent me a couple of videos on relationships, and I always thought I had a pretty decent relationship, but evidently I need to read these two. She felt on her heart to send those to me. So I go ahead and I'll read those. And then we'll see what the rest of the day holds, because one of my things is building a strong relationship with my wife. I think that's a key pivotal point. So maybe these videos is gonna be the one. Gonna be the one to do it. So we will see. We'll see. Peace out.